everybody for being here. We've got Coach Joel Johnson. Coach, any thoughts from this past weekend? Opening remarks?
Yeah, it was a great weekend to travel, and as talked about in the past, just to get out of our conference for a bit and play two good games in St. Louis, and certainly pleased with the results, but more importantly, just the change of pace and chance to possess the puck a little more and prove to ourselves that we're making progress and we can score goals, and I think that'll help us going into this upcoming weekend against Mankato.
Awesome. Open up some questions first.
Joel, Lindenwood's obviously one of the newer programs in women's college hockey, and there's a lot of excitement with them adding men's hockey this year. What did you see down there as far as facilities, as far as just kind of the future for hockey in Missouri?
Yeah, it's great. When had the chance to be down there the last few years with both St. Thomas and also just being a part of the women's national program, and I think the rink they have there, the St. Louis Blues practice facility, they've got 3 sheets. It's an up and coming area for men's and women's hockey. Certainly, they had people don't realize this. They had a D men on the men's side. They had a D3 and a club team, and now they're joining that. And the women's side is been D1 for longer than anybody else. So the opportunity for Lindenwood to advance all of their programs to D1 is just going to help out in the hockey landscape, both on the men's and women's side. And it's a great area for hockey. They've got a great youth program. The Blues organization does a good job supporting it, and it was a great experience for us.
Mavericks this weekend, their coach well, the program well. What do you expect from them?
Yeah, it's our league is so tough to play every weekend, and so we expect a battle. The last time we played them, I thought they outplayed us one game, and I thought we were much more competitive the second game. So I'm really hoping that we kind of show up with some confidence, and that's going to be partly this week of practice. We got 5 opportunities to practice, so it's a long week of practice with a Saturday Sunday series, and then we're off for Thanksgiving. So I think our focus is going to be, hey, let's leave it all on the table here this week, and do everything we can. And I think coming off of last weekend and the confidence that we should have coming into this weekend, I'm looking forward to seeing what our team can do on Saturday and Sunday.
Is that a nice feeling when you're heading into a break? They always talk about the day before vacation. Your attitude is always better than otherwise. I mean, do you maybe do things a little differently?
I think you do. I think it allows us, today on a Monday to go out and just, kind of work and skate and battle and because you kind of have, you do have that little eye on the prize of, hey, let's get through this weekend, let's play well. And then all of a sudden we get some time off and to go spend with family and friends. And so I do think there's a anticipation for the break, and it allows you to kind of put everything you can and for, we always forget as coaches, but for the student athlete, whether it's academics or all the extracurricular things they have going on in their lives, it allows them to kind of have that a little bit of rest at the end of a long week. So I'm looking forward to it, and our players are as well.
I think you had scored 1 goal in 5 games before last weekend. Just how good did it feel to head home knowing you had put 9 goals on the board?
It was great. And, it's always tough because going into that, you don't want to say as a coach, hey, we got to score. But in your mind, we have to, we have to score. So to see us come out in both games right away in the first period and get on the board, I thought that was a really, really big positive for us. Again, and a lot of it was possession. We'd struggled to get possession of the puck for so long when we're playing teams that are really good offensively and can keep it. So we were able to kind of have possession a little bit more, and we were able to draw penalties, which gives us power play opportunities. And so all the things that we've been preaching to our team, hey, you guys are doing the right things, you're playing the right way, kind of came to fruition last weekend, and it was really fun and rewarding for our student athletes to see all their hard work kind of pay off in the result of the game.
Any questions from the Zoom?
Hey, Joel, how did you feel about the communication during the games? Do you feel like puck possession was right where you finally wanted to get in the last series?
Yeah, I did. I thought we were able to possess the puck. I thought we were able to generate offensive zone, time, if you will, possession in the O zone. And that's just going to lead to shots on net or faceoffs in the offensive zone. And so everything that we've been working for, I felt like kind of came came together in both games. Our power play was able to generate chances and obviously capitalize on a few of them. Our penalty kill maintained its stingy defense, and we got great goaltending. So all those things lead to more offensive zone time for us, or more possession coming up the ice to the neutral zone. And when you do those things, in general, you're gonna give yourself a chance to win.
Is it easier to play a team after you just played them just a couple weeks ago, or would you rather be a gap, or is it really not really matter that much?
Yeah, I don't think it's easier or harder. I think both teams have a familiarity with each other that maybe there's not as much change. So I think both teams probably think, hey, we can count on them being more similar to when we saw them last. Than if you see somebody in November and then you see them again in February or something like that. But I think both teams are at the same advantage and disadvantage. And so I don't think it matters a whole lot. I'd rather see teams in both halves, but unfortunately that's just not always possible with the scheduling. So it'd be ideal if we saw a team in the first half and then the second half. I think we see St. Cloud and Minnesota State here both times in the first half, and that's just a part of the WCHA schedule this year. And so both teams are going to accept it and be excited for it. The advantage of playing home and home is good for both teams. So it's really rewarding for us to be able to have a home game this weekend, as well as Mankato. I think they probably feel the same way. So it should be a good weekend. I'm excited for it.
Additional questions in person? Yeah.
Last week was National Signing Day. Just any additions you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think when we're looking at signing day and the ability to add 9 additional players for our upcoming 23 class is pretty special. We all know we're a work in progress moving from Division 3 to Division 1, and this is a significant step for us. So there's going to be more details that come out as we're excited to announce these signees, but I can just tell you that both our current players, our staff certainly, who's worked really hard on trying to find ways to continue to improve our program. We're excited for the future. And Tommy hockey as we go forward. I look at the signing classes across the nation, and I'm really proud of ours. And I think we're going to take big steps because of the additions that we're making, not only in 23, but also the development that we have with our current group and how they've been able to lead. And I look forward to seeing that combination come to fruition next year.
It's become really a big deal nationwide. High schools really celebrate it. How cool is it to see social media pictures of a girl signing a paper with the purple on?
Yeah, it's great. And it's a step for our program. We didn't have it, haven't had it in the past, in part because, this is our first kind of big signing day. And so I'm excited. I think there's the notoriety that comes when you see not only women's hockey players, but I see other sports, signing with a St. Thomas sweatshirt. And so it just provides the notoriety that we're looking for as an institution, as an athletic department, and eventually hope to see that, translate to success for both the student athletes at St. Thomas and also our women's hockey program.
And then just last question, the announcement's been made that there will be an on-campus rink. When you're traveling, are you looking around and seeing what other places do and maybe offering advice to, as you're in the design process here?
Yeah, there's so many details that are kind of still unknown, but the announcement of the on-campus facility is going to be transformational for our athletic department. It's going to be a resource, not only just for the hockey programs, but for the students in general, the student athletes, certainly, but the campus community at large. And so we're excited to see that unfold. Obviously, there's a lot of details to be worked out. But yeah, I pay attention. I've been fortunate to be around long enough to see what works well at certain rinks and what doesn't. And so we're excited about the next steps that'll take place, and just can't be grateful enough to all the people that have supported the project, both on campus and certainly as we're trying to raise funds and develop things for the future.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Jeff. Good to see you.
You look at Ohio State, they give us